Have you ever wondered what life might feel like if your home were suddenly a peaceful retreat carved entirely to your liking, with no compromises on what to eat for dinner, when to watch late-night documentaries, or how loudly you hum along to old jazz records? Today we're exploring the empowering adventure of living alone after 60, and how each small choice you make can add up to a happier, healthier, and more independent chapter of your story. Grab a cup of tea, sit back comfortably, and let's uncover 8 powerful reasons every older gentleman should consider claiming this freedom. Benefit number 1, freedom of choice. When you live alone past 60, you regain the delightful authority to design every hour of your day without negotiation. Breakfast can happen at dawn or at 10. Favorite tunes may fill the kitchen while eggs sizzle. An afternoon nap can replace noisy errands. The absence of conflicting schedules or tidy-up disagreements gently lifts stress from your shoulders and returns precious mental space. Many older men find this autonomy sparks creativity, whether tinkering in the shed, arranging succulent cuttings on the balcony, composing gentle blues riffs on a weathered guitar, or writing nostalgic memoir pages. Take Harold, a 71-year-old widower who once felt tethered to rigid family routines. After moving into a modest lakeside apartment, he began greeting sunrise with quiet fishing trips that used to be impossible when grandchildren required early school runs. Harold reports that deciding spontaneously to cast a line or paint miniature ships whenever inspiration strikes has restored a youthful spark. His days feel longer, he laughs more often, and his nightly sleep improves simply because he controls the tempo. He tells friends that sovereignty over his clock feels like adding hidden hours to life's ledger without extra gray hairs. Practical tip: begin by mapping a simple ideal day template on paper. Mark meal times, exercise, reading, social calls, and hobby slots that truly suit your natural rhythm. Because no one else depends on that outline, you can shift blocks freely until the plan feels pleasantly sustainable. Hang the template on the fridge as a reminder that the day is yours to steer. This visual cue keeps momentum steady, preventing empty hours from drifting into mindless television. Over weeks, the mini-structure trains the brain to anticipate meaningful activities, reinforcing self-discipline with remarkably little effort. Soon confidence blooms like spring garden blossoms. Remember, freedom does not demand grand adventures every single day. Some mornings may simply invite a slower cup of coffee beside an open window. Yet even quiet choices reinforce the beautiful truth that you, not circumstance, pilot the ship. Honor your health limits, respect safety, and celebrate each tiny decision that reflects personal preference. Before long, those micro-victories accumulate into profound well-being. Freedom of choice is less about distancing yourself from others and more about reuniting with the person you were before schedules blurred your identity, creating space to grow again. That gentle realization hums quietly, nourishing hope and resilience. As you anchor into this refreshed autonomy, you'll notice doors opening to other life-lifting benefits we'll discuss shortly. Much like a well-tuned engine, regained control over time powers every following advantage. Keep that thought in your pocket while we sail into the next insight, where physical wellness receives a surprising boost from solo living. By understanding how your daily schedule directly influences movement, meal planning, and restful sleep, you'll see freedom is not merely philosophical. It translates into strength. Take a breath, feel your shoulders relax, and prepare to discover how independence can add spring to each step you take. Benefit number 2, enhanced physical health. Surprisingly, living solo often nudges older men toward healthier habits because there are no shortcuts left on somebody else's plate. You're the chef, the grocery planner, and the steward of motion. Without a partner accommodating indulgent cravings, you find yourself reaching for fresh produce, lean proteins, and heart-friendly spices. Adding to that, household tasks like sweeping, taking out trash, or rearranging furniture now double as light cardio, secretly weaving movement into daily life. These small, consistent choices compound into lower blood pressure, steadier weight, and a heart that beats with youthful efficiency over time. Consider Miguel, 65, who once depended on late-night takeout when his busy household distracted him from cooking. After choosing a compact studio downtown, he began experimenting with colorful Mediterranean recipes sourced from library cookbooks. Shopping for herbs at the open market became both social outing and purposeful stroll. Within 6 months, Miguel's doctor recorded a 10-point drop in systolic blood pressure and applauded improved cholesterol levels. Miguel credits simplicity. If the fridge holds only wholesome ingredients, nutritious meals almost prepare themselves, and every dish carries the pride of self-reliance. He jokes the salt shaker now gathers dust, but his sneakers sparkle. Practical tip: schedule one cooking session each Sunday where you batch prep 3 balanced entrees, portion them into containers, and freeze. Label each container with simple reheating instructions using a large marker. This technique guarantees quick, healthy choices on nights when energy dips. Pair the plan with a modest step counter goal, perhaps 5,000 steps, which you can achieve through a leisurely neighborhood stroll, vacuuming carpets, and climbing apartment stairs. Track progress on a wall calendar. Ticking boxes releases tiny bursts of dopamine, reinforcing your new lifestyle patterns in a fun, visible way. Invite a friend to taste test milestones and celebrate with tea. Remember, building healthier routines doesn't require marathon workouts or kale-only menus. The gift of solitude is the freedom to scale changes at your own gentle pace. One additional glass of water, 5-minute stretching during commercials, or swapping fried snacks for baked almonds can yield appreciable gains. Celebrate each success, however small, because compounded consistency is friendlier to mature joints than sudden heroic efforts. Your body responds warmly when it knows dependable care is arriving daily, and those reliable signals of well-being will brighten moods in tandem. Soon you'll wake with energy that rivals memories of your brisk 40s again. As physical vitality rises, confidence naturally follows, opening pathways to emotional enrichment we will explore next. Healthy blood flow nourishes not only muscles, but also neural circuits responsible for calm, reasoning, and positive outlook. Thus, the habit of caring for your body while living alone becomes fertile soil for cultivating mental clarity, resilience, and joy. Let's journey into the third advantage, where inner peace and psychological strength flourish from the quiet spaces you now command. Think of health improvements as a sturdy foundation. Upon it, we'll soon build emotional rooms filled with purpose, laughter, and a restful, uncluttered mind together. Benefit number 3, deeper emotional well-being. Solitary living gifts older men calm pockets of reflection rarely possible in busier households. Without constant conversations competing for attention, you can finally listen to your own thoughts, untangle long-held worries, and practice gratitude intentionally. Research from gerontology centers shows that just 10 minutes of daily quiet journaling reduces cortisol levels, easing anxiety and nurturing steadier moods. The sanctuary of a private dwelling becomes an ever-available retreat where you decide when to open the door to the world and when to exhale in peace. Such pauses act like tuning forks, aligning heart and mind. A gentle example comes from Samuel, a retired firefighter who carried decades of gripping memories. After his children married and relocated, Samuel chose a rustic cabin at the forest's edge. Each dawn he brewed cinnamon coffee, sat on the porch, and wrote 3 lines about something beautiful he noticed: the fog rising, birds debating. Within weeks, he reported fewer nightmares and discovered that tears of relief replaced feelings of lingering adrenaline. He now volunteers part-time as a peer counselor, crediting his tranquil environment for gifting the emotional space necessary to heal and encourage others. His story illustrates the medicine silence offers. Practical tip: designate a thought corner in your home, perhaps an armchair beside a window or a small writing desk. Store a notebook, favorite pen, and a soft lamp there. Commit to visiting the corner at the same hour daily, even if only for 5 quiet breaths. If journaling feels daunting, start with a simple prompt. Today, I'm grateful for. Over time, the ritual trains your brain to anticipate calm, and the physical location cues your nervous system to shift into restorative mode whenever you sit down. Pair the routine with gentle instrumental music to deepen focus and soothe tension. Remember, emotional well-being doesn't mean suppressing sadness. It invites you to process experiences kindly, without external pressure to appear unshakable. Living alone allows tears to fall freely, laughter to burst loudly, and memories to surface on their own schedule. If difficult feelings linger, consider telehealth counseling sessions. Privacy at home often makes opening up easier. Strength grows from acknowledging old wounds and forgiving yourself for being human, reinforcing the resilience you have cultivated across decades. Speak affirmations aloud in the mirror. The simple sound of your own supportive voice can redraw neural pathways toward confidence, calm, and renewed self-respect every morning. With a steadier inner life established, you are ready to strengthen social connections on your own terms rather than through obligation. Paradoxically, men who cultivate healthy solitude often become more joyful company when they step outside. Our next benefit demonstrates how living alone can actually expand, not shrink, your meaningful relationships and community ties. By choosing when and how to engage, you'll find interactions richer, boundaries clearer, and friendships more intentional. Imagine conversations where you're fully present because quiet moments recharge your listening skills. Let's explore this uplifting social transformation in the 4th benefit, awaiting your consideration right after this. Benefit number 4, stronger, selective social connections. It might sound contradictory, yet many older men discover that living alone prompts them to cultivate friendships more thoughtfully. Because your calendar is no longer automatically filled by a partner's events, you choose gatherings that genuinely spark joy and stimulate growth. This intentionality elevates every coffee date, club meeting, or phone call, filtering out draining obligations and leaving space for relationships that nourish. Picture attending a weekly history discussion group because you love the topic, not because someone else insisted, and returning home energized instead of fatigued. Quality outshines quantity at every turn. Take Robert, 68, who feared loneliness after his divorce. He joined a local men's walking group that meets every Tuesday at sunrise, then hosts oatmeal breakfast in the park shelter. Without nightly household chores vying for attention, Robert consistently shows up, gradually becoming the unofficial storyteller. He reports that these weekly walks offer deeper camaraderie than years of obligatory cocktail parties ever provided, forging friendships grounded in shared goals and fresh air. They celebrate birthdays with banana bread, exchange gardening tips, and even planned a joint charity hike, proving deliberate social choices can weave vibrant support circles later in life. Practical tip: audit your week by listing names of people you interact with and noting whether each encounter energizes or drains you. Ignite énergising contact. Next, schedule at least one activity with someone from the positive column and politely decline or postpone less fulfilling invitations. Use community bulletin boards, library classes, or online meetups focused on hobbies, chess, photography, volunteer tutoring, to discover fresh connections aligned with your passions. Remember, social health thrives on mutual respect and shared enthusiasm, not sheer frequency. Carving this boundary may feel awkward initially, but the resulting authenticity fortifies emotional resilience and preserves precious time for you. Remember, living alone does not equate to isolation. It simply hands you the editing pen for your social screenplay. By choosing scenes intentionally, you'll leave gatherings with renewed vitality rather than scripted fatigue. If mobility challenges exist, leverage technology, video calls, virtual book clubs, or group fitness streams, allowing you to connect while resting joints. Human contact remains essential, yet now you decide the dosage and flavor, which encourages consistent, high-quality engagement. Celebrate this agency by setting connection goals, such as 2 heartfelt conversations weekly, and watch your network blossom organically, supported by authenticity and the gentle pace your life now enjoys. As your calendar fills with purposeful encounters, you may notice another unexpected perk: financial flexibility. Spending patterns shift when you manage a household of one, freeing resources for passions, security, and spontaneous generosity. Let's examine how solo living can strengthen your wallet and widen future possibilities in benefit number 5. By carefully balancing outgoing costs against newly discovered leisure choices, many older men find themselves saving more than they ever expected. Stay tuned as we unpack practical strategies for budgeting, smart purchasing, and turning modest economies into confident retirement adventures that spark both peace of mind and thrilling curiosity up ahead. Benefit number 5, greater financial freedom. Maintaining a household for one dramatically simplifies budgeting. Utility bills drop, grocery expenses shrink, and discretionary spending becomes crystal clear because every purchase passes through your own values filter. This clarity enables older men to channel savings toward travel, healthcare upgrades, or donating to causes close to the heart, creating a sense of purposeful control over money rather than quiet anxiety. Plus, without negotiations about decor choices or entertainment preferences, you can hunt for deals, reuse cherished items, and celebrate frugality as a badge of wisdom earned through decades while still living abundantly well. Meet Abdul, 73, who downsized from a 4-bedroom suburban house to a bright 1-bedroom condo. Property taxes halved instantly, and he no longer paid for rarely used guest rooms. Abdul redirected those savings to fulfill a lifelong dream of visiting historic train routes across Asia. He booked sleeper cabins using early bird discounts, documenting journeys in a blog that now earns small advertising income. The cascade began with simple arithmetic. Fewer rooms to heat meant more tickets to ride, proving that stewardship unlocks adventure. He jokes that cutting clutter funded first-class memories instead of dusty attics and gave grandchildren vivid postcards. Practical tip: conduct a solo audit of your expenses. List housing, utilities, groceries, and subscriptions. Then circle items that could drop by at least 10% after right-sizing, such as switching to energy-efficient bulbs or canceling overlapping streaming services. Redirect saved money into 2 categories: an emergency cushion equal to 3 months of expenses and a joy fund earmarked for experiences. Separating these accounts helps prevent guilt and keeps goals vivid. You'll feel motivated each time you brew morning coffee, knowing pocketed coins are growing into tangible care or excitement. Review the list quarterly to sustain momentum and celebrate progress. Remember, financial freedom isn't solely about saving. It's about aligning dollars with values you cherish. Perhaps that means funding guitar lessons, upgrading bicycle tires, or gifting scholarships to eager students. Living alone gives you unmatched transparency into where every rupiah lands, empowering you to refine allocations whenever priorities evolve. Even small victories, like brewing coffee at home, whisper daily affirmations that you're steering resources wisely. Track these wins in a notebook, adding a cheerful sticker beside each completed goal. Soon, pages bloom with evidence of thoughtful stewardship, reinforcing positive habits and keeping excitement vivid every time you open the cover brightly. With finances in healthy order, you possess the flexibility to invest in lifelong learning and hobbies that sharpen cognition. Our 6th benefit illustrates how living alone fosters mental agility by providing uninterrupted focus for skills you've long postponed exploring. Whether mastering digital photography, studying a new language, or assembling model airplanes, the quiet hum of your solo space becomes a classroom brimming with possibility. Gather your curiosity, because the next section unlocks strategies to keep neurons firing brightly and memory sharp well into the decades ahead. Ready your favorite pencil. Intellectual adventures are about to take delightful flight for you. Benefit number 6, sharper mind through lifelong learning. When living alone, you control ambient noise, lighting, and time slots, crafting the perfect environment for concentrated study. Scientific studies confirm that seniors who regularly engage in new, challenging activities show slower cognitive decline and improved problem-solving skills. Whether tackling online courses or dusting off chess pieces, uninterrupted focus amplifies comprehension and retention. Outfitting a small corner with a comfortable chair, adjustable lamp, and reliable internet transforms your home into a personalized academy. Open 24 hours, charging only curiosity and determination as tuition. Your brain will thank you for this invitation daily. Consider June, a 66-year-old retiree who always admired watercolor paintings but doubted his talent. In the hush of his apartment, June streamed beginner tutorials, practicing washes without feeling judged. Weeks later, he enrolled in a virtual critique group, sharing progress online every Sunday evening. The supportive community admired his rapid growth, and June noticed daily memory games became easier too, crediting disciplined art routines for sharpening observation. He mailed a framed landscape to each grandchild, proudly signing the corner, evidence that fresh neurons fire when curiosity meets quiet commitment. His sketchbooks became passports into bright, mental territories still unexplored vast. Practical tip: choose one complex hobby that blends physical and mental components, such as learning a musical instrument or cultivating bonsai. Set a schedule of micro-lessons. 15 focused minutes daily trump sporadic marathon sessions. Track hours on a simple chart. Seeing incremental progress fuels perseverance. Complement study with brain-building nutrition, walnuts, blueberries, and green tea to maximize synaptic plasticity. Finally, share achievements with friends. Teaching concepts aloud reinforces memory and adds social joy to your solitary classroom. If finances permit, invest in a low-cost online platform offering structured courses, ensuring guidance and feedback keep momentum lively even when motivation flickers briefly away. Remember, mastery isn't the only reward. The process itself nourishes mental flexibility. By wrestling with new chords or pruning techniques, you train the brain to welcome novelty instead of resisting change. This adaptability spills into everyday problem solving, whether programming a smart thermostat or planning multi-city rail trips. Living alone offers the quiet stage on which these rehearsals occur undisturbed, fostering an agile mind in concert with a calm heart. Applaud incremental improvement, not perfection. Progress photographs or recorded practice sessions provide concrete evidence of growth, silencing self-doubt and building a healthy cycle of challenge and accomplishment that lasts for decades. With intellectual fires burning bright, you'll appreciate a safe, orderly environment that supports ongoing projects without distraction. Our seventh benefit explains how single-resident households simplify safety measures and reduce domestic accidents, offering peace of mind to you and loved ones alike. From clear hallways free of toy clutter to pantry shelves organized exactly at shoulder height, solo living enables customized layouts catered to your mobility and vision needs. Let's walk through practical steps to create a haven where every tool sits within easy reach, supporting independence as gracefully as a well-placed handrail. Safety paired with autonomy forms a powerful duo. Benefit number 7, tailored home safety and peace of mind. In a solo residence, you can design protective measures precisely suited to your routines and mobility level. There are no competing aesthetic preferences, so grab bars, night lights, and slip-resistant mats can be installed wherever necessary without debate. Removing hazards decreases fall risk, while smart alarms text children or neighbors instantly if unusual inactivity is detected. By customizing everything from stove shut-off timers to ergonomic door handles, you upgrade the home into a quiet guardian, empowering independence and reassuring family members across town or across oceans. Safety becomes a daily silent companion. Elias, 72, lives with mild neuropathy that once caused dangerous missteps on cluttered hall floors. After moving into a smaller bungalow, he fitted motion-activated pathway lights and swapped rugs for low-pile carpeting. He also installed a voice-activated assistant that can call emergency services hands-free. Since the upgrades, Elias has enjoyed 2 accident-free years, and his daughter reports sleeping better, knowing alerts arrive instantly if needed. Elias even programmed friendly reminders to hydrate and stretch hourly, turning technology into a gentle coach amplifying both safety and wellness through small, personalized nudges delivered throughout his peaceful day. All adjustments cost surprisingly little. Practical tip: perform a room-by-room hazard audit using the reach, trip, slip framework. Ask, can I reach this shelf safely? Can my foot trip here? Might moisture cause slipping? Photograph trouble areas, then allocate a modest budget for corrective tools. Stick on LED strips, rubber grip tape, or adjustable shower seats. Invite a friend to help install. Sharing the task ensures proper placement and turns safety day into social fun. Finally, test improvements at night with lights off, confirming navigation flows smoothly. Repeat the audit every 6 months. Bodies change, and so should supportive environments to remain protective rather than restrictive always. Remember, safeguarding your space is not surrendering to frailty. It is a proactive strategy that preserves dignity. Just as athletes wear protective gear to perform fearlessly, you deserve adaptive tools that let confidence bloom. Inform neighbors of emergency contacts and keep a small go bag by the door with essentials. These plans create mental calm so you can focus on joyful pursuits instead of worst-case scenarios. Peaceful nights, quicker recoveries from minor mishaps, and the freedom to move about spontaneously are priceless dividends you'll collect daily once safety becomes an intentional cornerstone of your independent lifestyle and long-term well-being follows naturally. With a secure foundation, your sanctuary becomes the perfect venue for personal rituals that nurture spiritual contentment. Our final advantage reveals how living alone opens doors to deeper purpose and legacy building. Imagine greeting dawn with meditation uninterrupted, lighting a candle in remembrance of loved ones, or composing letters that capture family history for future generations. Solo living provides the uninterrupted canvas where these sacred rhythms may flourish. Join me as we unveil Benefit 8, illuminating how spiritual growth and meaning often bloom brightest within the quiet walls you now courageously call home. Prepare to feel your heart expand today. Benefit number 8, deeper sense of purpose and legacy. Solitude invites reflection about life's broader narrative and the footprints you wish to leave behind. Without constant background noise, older men can articulate values, set spiritual intentions, and practice rituals that align daily actions with enduring meaning. This deliberate alignment replaces restlessness with calm conviction, enriching every interaction inside and outside the home. Whether through prayer, mindful breathing, or studying philosophical texts, your living room transforms into a sanctuary where inner wisdom echoes clearly, guiding choices that resonate long after the lights dim. Legacy begins with such quiet, intentional moments daily. Consider VJ, 70, who created a wisdom library in his spare bedroom, filling shelves with classics and family photo albums. He dedicates Friday evenings to reading, then records reflections into short audio messages sent to grandchildren. His voice, seasoned and calm, now greets them on difficult school mornings, offering courage. VJ says the project anchors him in purpose. Knowing his stories travel beyond his lifetime fills the apartment with quiet joy. He even printed a small booklet of proverbs on recycled paper, proving legacy need not be expensive, only heartfelt and consistently nurtured through acts of sharing wisdom and love. Practical tip: establish a simple legacy project aligned with your passion. This could be digitizing family photographs, planting a memorial garden, compiling a recipe book, or mentoring at-risk youth online. Block a recurring slot on your calendar devoted solely to the project, protecting it like a medical appointment. Consistency, not grandeur, shapes lasting impact. Start with a clear, achievable milestone, scanning 10 photos, sowing 3 seedlings, writing 1 recipe. So early wins build momentum. Share progress updates with relatives or community forums. Accountability fosters continuity and invites supportive feedback that transforms solitary work into collaborative legacy building. Purpose thrives on shared celebration. Remember, purpose doesn't demand grand accolades. It flourishes in consistent, authentic acts rooted in your identity. Some days, purpose may look like writing a single heartfelt postcard. Other days, editing a chapter of memoirs. Trust the rhythm. Every small contribution echoes through circles of family and friends, reinforcing self-worth and offering the world a testament to resilience and kindness. When doubts whisper that efforts are insignificant, reread earlier entries and notice how thread by thread you are weaving a vibrant tapestry none other could craft. Living alone simply supplies the silent loom upon which this masterpiece grows with gentle patience. As we close our tour of 8 powerful benefits, take a quiet moment to picture how freedom, health, emotional balance, rich friendships, financial clarity, mental agility, safety, and purpose might weave together into a brighter tomorrow for you. Each advantage interacts with the others, forming a supportive circle that lifts daily living from routine to remarkable. Begin implementing whichever benefit resonates most and allow momentum to carry you toward the rest. Now, before we part, I'd love for you to join our community of seniors by hitting like, sharing this video, and subscribing for more guidance. Your support fuels content. Thank you sincerely for spending this time investing in your future self. Remember, adopting even one small change from today's discussion can ripple outward, improving years ahead. Print the benefit titles, pin them where eyes wander, and mark each accomplished milestone with a triumphant checkmark. If questions arise, drop them below. Our channel family gladly shares wisdom and encouragement. Together, we'll keep proving that age is merely a number, while spirit and curiosity remain limitless resources. Until our next conversation, stay safe, stay curious, and keep embracing the remarkable adventure of living alone over 60. Joy accompanies every brave step.